glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Stanford Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He is trying to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think this offense really relies on their ability to run the football, especially early in games, because you want to demoralize the opponent. So that's great news there. Opening drive, first 3rd down, and you pick up the first down by a lot of yards.
Running inside. It's Ford. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Warren. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Malachi Tony. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Mensah fires to the big fella. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Got his man down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He'll have enough for the 1st down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The run inside. It's Ford. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back. getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up pretty good. Third and medium, probably a passing situation. Nice physicality by this defense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They pick up the first down on the drag route, and good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Throwing, Mensah. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Could be an alley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality.
Caught, and he's got room. Headed to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Offense in an empty set. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Mensah under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The sure hands, it's Shaw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now on the move. Maybe a crease. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Running inside. It's Compton. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Cardinal. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him, the ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking for space. It's Compton. Maybe some room here. And tackled there by the defense.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible?
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll run it to the right side. And into the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Trying to slam in. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got enough for the first. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. He's not going to win any gold medals in the 100 or anything like that, but he's fast enough to hurt you.
Yeah, that's the whole key. He's got just enough to force the defense to stay honest. You have to account for this guy's ability to tuck the football and run.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Warren. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside of the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Logan.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's Mensah to throw. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Grabbed over the middle, edge off.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide open playbook on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Ford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Ran through the contact. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Mensah. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Mensah. With the catch, it's Pringle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Release to the back. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Come on, defense. You got to do a better job tackling in the middle of the field. You've got the lead. You know they're going to try to get out of bounds and save clock. You just got to tackle that guy. Someone's got to be able to bring him down, but they couldn't get it done.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game. And
touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo's going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Here's Mensa to throw. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Bleed the clock, get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's hit 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning in this game.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Mensa. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This to tie things up in the final minute. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And with 5 seconds left, this one to send us to overtime. And he got it! They tied the game in the final seconds.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Quarterback making checks. On the run, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Canes! They get on the board first here in the overtime period.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, and David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Running inside, it's Ford. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Warren. He'll take a shot. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down. 3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
They're going to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down and ramp up the pressure on the other team when they get their turn in overtime. That'll do it! The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.